2K Sports can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. That's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Weissman. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in a 2-guard. Now here's Green. To the middle. And finished off by Weissman.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace. And that's a nice field play.
Durant deciding where to go with it. And KD throws it down.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends. And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Durant, that's good. KD's got his second basket. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And, Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop, and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Irving passes to LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. LeVert against Wiggins. Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Thompson for 3. Doesn't go for it. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving passes to LeVert. To the inside. Here's Durant. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Durant's got 6.
What a nice touch from KD. There's no spot on the floor where he doesn't feel confident from.
Good on the shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Now here's Irving. Shoots over Curry. Irving can't get it to go. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Weissman. And finished off by Weissman.
Always got to keep your eyes up. Make sure you see open teammates, and Klay did it that time.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Dinwiddie. Golden State also making some changes. Chris, he's checked in for Wiseman. Eric Pascal comes in for Draymond Green. And Kelly Oubre is subbed in for Thompson.
Curry, great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
Second chance shot. That one wide left. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Good D by Jordan.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Outside Jordan. Dishes it to Irving. Lock at 6. Harris against Pascal. Harris misses. Warriors leading by 4. To the paint. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
How about Chris using a little bit of muscle to get his way, fighting through the contact that time?
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Landry Shamet comes in for Kyrie Irving.
Marquise Chris has potential oozing from his fingertips. So exciting and so athletic at that 4 spot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Shamet. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jordan against Curry. Lets it go with a 3. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball, moving fast, playing great defense. And I feel like we're at that level to start the game, and then, it's about who can last at that level the longest.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green, and it's Shamet in at the point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Pass to Jordan. Back to Harris. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. Down low. Here's Chris. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. LeVert's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Joe Harris. Then for the Warriors, Wiseman's checked in for Marquise Chris. Draymond Green comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Klay Thompson in for Wiggins. He's perfect from the line this time. It's the Nets now. A 12-point game. Dinwiddie with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's LeVert. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Curry, Green breaking loose. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got his first points of the night.
Safe to say that Steph Curry has mastered that shot there, the floater with the beautiful high release.
Passes it to KD. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Durant's got 8 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Curry. Pass to Wiseman. He dishes it to Curry. Green, the pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Pascal kicks to Thompson. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. Oubre's checked in for the Warriors. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Curry after the basket by Brooklyn and finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
Allen finds Irving. Ring shot on the way. Oubre pulls it in. Warriors leading by 12. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The pass to Green. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant, the pass to Allen, and it's good for 2. Allen's got his first points in this one.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Pass to Wiseman. Oubre against LeVert. Oubre kicks to Wiseman. Thompson inside the line, and it's Golden State with another.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Fires top of the key. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Durant.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry can't get it to go. The Nets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Oubre against LeVert. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Even with all the rings, Kenny, Draymond still plays with a monster chip on his shoulder.
Yep, he's king of the hill. I would call that. What would you call him, Shaq?
I would call him the MOTTS.
MOTTS.
The master of the triple single.
But he's got a high triple single. Think about that.
That's not funny, Ernie.
9, 9, and 9.
Not to him.
No, it would be. He gets like 9, 9, and 9.
Look, he'll never have Shaq-like numbers or Timberlake. Key players in the league are as important to their team's success. He's very important.
Yes,
and I didn't make that up. A good friend of mine made that up.
Yeah. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with a step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Wiseman in at the 5. Nets trail by 12.
Draymond Green, a modern-day big, and of course we know the impact he has defensively, but for his career, he's only hitting around 30% of his threes, and the last 2 seasons have been well below that. It's still his willingness to take them that's going to keep a defense honest.
Now here's Curry, and it's Wiseman that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Dinwiddie, passes it to KD. On its way from Irving for 2, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And Draymond plays the center position, though, Brent, 30% from 3 isn't all that bad.
Well, again, we'll go back to the idea of the threat of the shooter. That's going to create more space for all of the action that's happening behind Draymond Green. And, of course, we know his willingness to pass up shots to the preferred pass. That's where he really makes an impact.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it and make the adjustment.
Jeff Green is checked in for Jared Allen. Then for the Warriors, Chris, he's checked in for Wiseman. And it's Eric Pascal in for Draymond Green. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. KD draws the double. Here's Green. The Warriors pull it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the basket by Pascal.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 16. Pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie right side. Over Thompson. And too long on the shot.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
It's the Nets now, following the score by Golden State, and it's blocked.
Well, Chris rises up, and is he playing volleyball? He just spiked that one away.
And it's Curry at the elbow. Softly drops in the floater. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And it's in there.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Curry against Irving. Curry's shot is off. Nets trail by 18. Here's Harris. Wiggins with some nice D. Here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the pass to Pascal. Over Harris. And it's Durant with the rebound. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Irving surveying the floor. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. KD's got 12.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for Landry Shamet.
Andrew Wiggins, the kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos, has started to take more threes, and using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
Green, he's checked in for Marquise Chris. He throw good, Wiggins. And Wiggins looking more aggressive off the bounce. Brent getting into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, and his assist or climbing because of that, also his turnover. So now what you want to do is slow down the game for Andrew Wiggins and show him on film where his outlets are and where his decision making can be that much better. Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now Wiggins. Outside Curry. They double team Curry. Back to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre, good.
Got to know the scouting report. You do not want Kelly Oubre to establish confidence in catch and shoot chances. Knocks it down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Curry against Irving. Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. From past the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
A consistency from the distance that Steph shoots at, I think, is one of the more astounding parts of his accuracy from the 3-point line.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Thompson. We've got Prince. He's out there with Jared Allen. Luwawu is out there with Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Wiseman, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Here's Luwawu, and there it is for him. Luwawu's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie against Curry. Oubre on the wing. Over Harris. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Well, capable of hurting you with that kind of jump shot.
Here's Luwawu. Here's Dinwiddie. That shot is off. Curry with some nice D. Stolen by Allen. Dinwiddie finds Harris. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Dinwiddie. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
To the inside, and finished off by Wiseman.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Kevin Durant. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, he's won an MVP. He's won a championship. He's won a gold medal. He's been the MVP in the finals. It's a pretty full resume for one Kevin Durant.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Durant hits them both. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Curry looking around. He gets it in there.
Well, the kitchen is open. Chef Curry's getting it done right now. And, man, on fire.
Irving with the ball. The dish to Durant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
That's good from Durant. And so he makes both from the line. Warriors leading by 21. And here is Curry. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now Irving. Pass to KD. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This is what Durant does best, a natural-born scorer, and that combination of size, speed, and length can't slow it down.
Now here's Green. Back to Curry. Oubre outside. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by LeVert.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Wiseman. And again, it's the Warriors missing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And it's the Warriors' ball. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Now here's Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business.